Hello friends, I hope you are all doing well. In this video, I will be sharing predictions and guidelines related to the month of August 2024 for the natives of Mithuna Rashi or Gemini zodiac. So, to start with the planetary positions in the start of the month and then in the end of the month. So, we already know that for Mithuna Rashi, Jupiter is transiting their the larger transits, the much more significant transit, that is the Jupiter transit, Rahu, Ketu and Shani transit. Jupiter is transiting your 12th house, Shani, Lord Shani is transiting your 9th house, and Rahu is transiting your 10th and Ketu is transiting your 4th house. Now, the minor transits that are going to affect your monthly experiences, monthly events are the transit of Mars, Venus, Mercury, Sun and to some extent Moon also. So, in the initial phase of the month, Mars is transiting through your 12th house and then in the end of the month is going to go to your Lagna or the ascendant. In the initial phase, Sun is transiting through your 2nd house and then later on is going to move towards your 3rd house. And in the initial phase of the month, Venus is transiting through your 3rd house. He is going to then move on towards 4th house, which is in Kanya Rashi, and Buddha, Mercury is transiting through your 3rd house, and in this case, Mercury is going to retrograde and come back to your Cancer, Karkata Rashi. So, the result of these transits, let us discuss category by category. The first thing I am going to talk about is big business leaders, corporate leaders and entrepreneurs. So, for entrepreneurs, number one, since Jupiter is transiting 12th house, already substantial amount of investment has gone towards a lot of changes that has occurred in the business. Number one. Number two, since Saturn is transiting 9th house, already statutory compliance issues have happened. You are dealing with them. And because of these issues, now you are working towards restructuring and reorganizing your businesses. Number three, Rahu is transiting 10th house, thereby bringing in futuristic changes in your office. And Ketu is transiting your 4th house, thereby giving you obstacles and issues inside the workplace. So, this is business leaders at a minor level. Since Mars is transiting through your 12th house, you have to be cautious that when you are spending money towards the investment, make sure that you don't become overconfident and spend too much. Number two, Mars is going to transit to the 1st house by the end of the month. So, when Mars comes to the 1st house, Mars is a planet which brings in tremendous energy in one direction. Mars is a planet that brings in a lot of he is an hyperactive planet. To be like in a very general sense, Mars is a hyperactive planet. He is too energetic. Wherever he comes, he fills in a lot of energy, and sometimes what happens, too much of energy brings in overaction or overconfidence, or it might even turn into an ego issue. So, number one, the most important guideline for Mithuna Rashi people is that when Mars transits to your Lagna, you might become overconfident. You might not feel like that, but others might think that you are arrogant. So, just take care of that one. At business place, a business leader should never look arrogant to his employees. Otherwise, people who work with him will take decision to move on. So, that is very important. Number two, Mars in the initial phase of the month, who had triggered a lot of expenses, is going to reduce the expenses by the end of the month. So, that is going to happen. The transit of Sun in the initial phase of the month, the Sun is transiting your 2nd house in Dvitiya Sthana. Sun is going to create some liquidity issues in the starting of the month. Later on, when Sun proceeds towards Simha Rashi to your 3rd house, he is going to improve your liquidity position. So, the Sun's hold on your liquidity position, creating problem on liquidity position, is going to reduce by the end of the month. So, I definitely see that you would be able to honor your commitments by the end of the month financially, if I have to say. And 3rd house is also the house of mass communication, marketing and advertising. So, I definitely see Mithuna Rashi people or the Gemini zodiac people engaging in marketing and advertising campaign for their business, which is everything looks a little correlated and also makes sense because Jupiter has come into 12th house. Money is going out of your hand as investment, and Sun is coming to your 3rd house. So, you will be forced towards the direction of spending for business development and marketing. Later on, by next year, when Jupiter comes to your Lagna, you will definitely see the expenses that you have done, all the efforts that you have put for this entire year is going to bring in a lot of benefits. And initial phase of the month, Shukra and Buddha are in 4th house. Definitely there will be improvement in the workplace. So entrepreneurs are going to acquire new furnitures, or renovation in the office is going to happen. Opportunities are going to come, and this is a good time for you to do it. So guys, initially Buddha and Shukra are in 3rd house, which is going to give you short travels and improve your confidence. Business development is going to business development will improve, and businesses are going to come later. In the later part of the month, when Buddha comes to 2nd house, indicates good liquidity position. Sun comes to 3rd house, again indicates good liquidity position. And Venus going to a 4th house. Venus in 4th house, though he is debilitated, he is going to help you to acquire some assets at least and do some modifications in your workplace. So for business leaders, these are the changes that are going to happen, opportunities that are going to come. Now talking about career oriented people, people who are working, can be private or government job. Government, I'll have some more points. So now talking about people who are working in private jobs, number 1, Jupiter. Talking about now this was about big business leaders. Now talking about small business owners. These are small businesses who have a cafe, who has a office space, a commercial space, who is giving some kind of a service, who has a small set of team and running a business. For these people, again, as I said, see, I know this year has been difficult for you to survive, and definitely reduce your expenses and try to hold on, because next year all the planetary positions are indicating towards a smooth financial liquidity flow. So my request for you all and my guidelines is going to be, I know you are in difficulty. This is not the year for you to acquire new assets. This is not the year for you to spend a lot of money on different things in remodeling everything. This is a time in this entire year, I request all Mithuna Rashi people to go ahead and invest in marketing and advertising, because when Jupiter transits your Lagna next year around April, you are going to see name, fame and recognition coming. The walk-ins in your commercial space is going to increase, and it's going to convert into business. So 2025, you are going to see a lot of name and fame coming. 2026, when Jupiter transits to Karka Rashi or to the zodiac sign Cancer, your liquidity position will become fantastic. So I am 100% sure about this one. And also for small business owners, I would also like to caution you that, see, this year already you have faced statutory compliance issues, and might be GST or might be income tax or corporate affairs, any related notices might have come. Please attend to these notices and clear off all the complications what has come. Don't delay any of these things, because there will be a time by end of this year when Sun transits by the end of this year or by the start of next year, when Sun is transiting through your 9th house, you are going to face the complications from government departments. So this was for small business owners. Now talking about employees or people going to private jobs. See, for employees, what matters? For employees, investment doesn't matter. Employee, the experience of employee is going to be all about his name and fame at the workplace, his reputation at the workplace, his comforts in the workplace. Is he getting the right computers, right desk? Is he feeling happy about sitting in a place and working in the office? And how his interaction is going to be with the subordinates, and how his boss is going to treat. So how that is going to correlate with your horoscope is that, now that Jupiter is transiting your 12th house, you need to be cautious that the efforts that you are putting, someone else is going to take the credits. So my guidelines is going to be, whenever you are doing any work, keep everybody in loop. When you are writing an email, delivering your work, make sure that you shout out loudly that you have done the work. Number 1. Number 2, see, cash and liquidity position, you people working in private jobs won't be affected much because you already have a fixed set of salary or remuneration coming in. Liquidity position will become difficult for you when expenses increase. So I definitely see expenses have happened already. Now expenses are going to increase a little bit and make your financial position little tight in the starting of the month. But towards the end of the month, I definitely see that your salary is going to come, but your expenses are also going to reduce. By the end of the month of August, your liquidity position is going to become better. Sun transiting to your third house. So for employees, third house means your initiatives. When Sun comes, if you take any initiative in the month of August, after 15th or 16th of August, you are going to be recognized for this initiative. So go ahead and do your best. And most important, when Venus comes to your fourth house represents your work environment. Fourth house represents the desk where you sit. It represents your subordinates who are going to sit next to you. So when Venus comes here, if you have had any misunderstanding with the subordinates, try to clear off the confusions and try to maintain a cordial relationship. This is going to help you a lot. So now talking about, generally talking about health and finances to all the natives of Gemini zodiac. This is for all the natives of Gemini zodiac. I am talking about finances. Number one, Gemini zodiac, the entire year, right from the starting of 2024 January, you have faced a lot of financial issues. So, number two, definitely it is going to become better. Whatever problems that you are facing in the year 2024 is going to end by the time of in next year when Jupiter makes a transit to your Lagna, you are going to notice a drastic change in your cash and liquidity position. Financially, you will become better, this is for sure. Now, correlating that specifically to your August month, planetary transit, Buddha is going to come to your second house in the end of the month, so liquidity position will be good. Mars is going to move away from your 12th house to your Lagna. Again, expenses are going to decrease. One thing you must keep in mind is that this month, all those people who are looking at purchasing a property or purchasing a new car, when Venus comes to your 4th house, definitely opportunities are going to be triggered. So if you are planning, go ahead and do your best in the month of August. You will be able to successfully purchase a property or a car. So finally coming to the health. Overall guys, for the natives of Gemini, financial issues have happened. Health issues are also going on. Now the good news is, see, whenever health issues are going on, good news is it is a time for us to focus on your health and make yourself strong. So health issues are going to make you focus on yourself, on your personal life. Health issues will sometime reduce, it will slow down our speed in life. What happens when we become too fast in everything in life is that we become arrogant. We will not be able to give time to our personal life. So for Gemini natives, what your destiny is trying to do is, Gemini, all the planets have given you multiple expenses. All the grahas have given you a lot of challenges in your health and other relationships. All these challenges have slowed you down in life a lot. The advantage in this one is, when your life slows down, the first thing that you have to look into is you go to gym. Go to gym, start from the scratch, work out, improve your health, work on your energy levels. Number two, organize yourself, reorganize your health, and if you are struggling in something, no, ask for help, and help is going to come. And this is also the time when you will be able to see who are your real friends and who are your fake friends. This was my detailed analysis and guidelines and predictions for the natives of Gemini. Thank you so much for your time. In case if you have any specific question, please leave a comment. I will try to answer them. And in case if you need any personal discussion, please reach out to the office and schedule an appointment. I will definitely